But you just
So Manish cleared PMP, and guys, I have to say it. I have never said it. This was the journey I have been waiting to record. I have never put so much effort as of myself as I put in this journey. Manish is a very good friend of mine, and he's a good friend of mine for a long, long time. And what a journey we had. There are so many ups and so many downs. If we start putting everything in the context, I'm 100% sure this one lesson learned journey will not be enough. We will try to give as much context as it is possible because we want to share that everything is possible once you set your mind. And that's what Manish journey is all about. So Manish cleared PMP and how he did it, what he did, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna help a little bit along the way, but this is your day, Manish. Please go ahead, Manish.
okay. First of all, I would like to thank Amir for all the endeavors you have done to make me a successful PMP candidate, or and all kudos to you. And just to express my summary, how I had a mission for having a PMP certification. So I'm recollecting 5 years back, maybe 6 years back from now. I was a functional quality manager working for a renowned working with the Lockheed Martin and Tata Sons defense program. And since it was a highly critical defense program, Lockheed Martin used to follow a program, I'll say a projectized environment. So I had seen how the changes are controlled, how the project starts from initiation till closing. So it was a mission. And when I immigrated to Canada, I saw how could I include that in my experience. So from there, this PM becoming a PMP certified holder initiated. And last year I started preparing for this due to unforeseen circumstances. I was It was a very good preparation which I was doing myself alone, but I could not clear the hurdle. This time, with the support and assistance of my mentor, I was able to assist this milestone.
So you are getting a congratulations from Kashif, Usman, Aman. So everyone is saying congratulations. Manish, you summarized it in a very, very easy way. I'm not gonna put it. I'm not gonna let you go it that easy. So let's go. Okay. What has happened in previously the day you joined my program till now? All that. Let's talk about those challenges. What happened in between? You were going on a right track, and suddenly an event occurred. I don't want to say. You will say it. That actually upset the entire plan. A sudden issue, not a risk, unidentified risk occurred. We haven't identified, so it became an issue, and that changed the entire thing. So please.
Yes. So I would like to substantiate. I joined as an engineering manager in a very new organization, and as you study across the project management during you say acquire team, develop team. So due to some reasons, we did not have an understanding with the we had an improper understanding with the company, and due to reasons, I decided to leave the job. So there was compromising conflicts in my mind as to what to pursue, because on one hand I had been dreaming of having a PMP certification since a very long time, and apart from that, I was looking for some different opportunities as well. So since this was the best time, I could have utilized. So all of a sudden, I approached Amir. I gave him a call. Amir, you'll have all my support. Please help me in whatsoever form to make me or help me or enable me to get a PMP certification. And right from that day, even I was lethargic. I was not up, like my methods were of doing the method. In fact, I would state that the methodology which I was adopting for the test preparation was different. And the best part was that the mentoring what Amir provided, like a servant leader, and also it was a mix of autocratic decision as well. And that was what I'll say very forcing and directing when it required. So I really would like to state that this gentleman has a perfect blend of conflict management techniques available with him because he's a master.
Thank you. So I really loved the way what you said first, uh, servant leader and then autocratic. So I'll add a little bit later why it was. So this is basically what we call as the real adoptive leadership. You become a servant leader when required. You become a directive leader when required, autocratic when required. Because you cannot put like I remember Manish has booked like last week. Manish said, "This is my last week. I'm gonna give exam." I said, "Okay." And just 4 days back, like we live in a different time zone, but I try to be available all the time. So Manish said, I said, "What have you done?" But he said, "I revised everything." I like, what is happening here? So we had, yes, situational leadership, Viswa. So I said to him, Manish, okay, very good, come to Zoom. Then I suddenly from servant to autocratic, this, did it every day. No, we can do this. No, this. And we kept on working. I don't think there is any mock in the market that we haven't done. Let me put it in the context. Mocks of all my competitors. We bought and we did. We bought and we did because, I, as I'm saying, we were so like I put my heart and soul with this person because he was at the verge of depression. And I know PMP is the only thing that can take him out because, of course, the PMP in Canada now job market will become more open and he will have more flexibility. So that was something that I have to do. But of course, if you are following my YouTube channel, you know I am a situational leader. I moved from servant leader to directive in a second. So Manish, thank you for that. Okay, Manish, let's get into the nitty-gritty of PMP. Kashif is asking, highlight some important tips to achieve this milestone. Now you are expert at this. No one has done, let me put it this way, no one has done these many questions as you did in last 1.5 years. So tell me.
Okay, first is that what I would like. The first thing is that you should need to step out of your comfort zone because first is if you have a mindset for opting for a PMP, it requires a dedicated effort and a thorough grasp and understanding of the subject. By that I mean having a agile mindset or a hybrid approach. And this could have been enabled either through a thorough learning process or guided through a mentorship program. So this is what I would advise to future PMP incumbents to have this in mind for a approach towards securing a PMP certification.
That's a very good advice. Now I'm going to ask you a question, a very interesting question. How important is root cause analysis? The how important is root cause analysis? The point of conflict that we
Okay,
always.
uh, this message is what I'm going to narrate now, and because I'm expressing my opinion after I have passed the test. Since Amir was a mentor, so I had it was just like I had transferred all the stakes on him for enable me to get the certification test. Now, for the initial 1.5 months of the training or the mentorship, what I had from Amir, I just used to appear for the test and just used to see what answer I have wrong, and it was never ever documented. And I used to tell him, Amir, I have done that. And before I narrated that, okay, Amir asked me, show me the root cause. Please share with me. I did not even had a reason what to tell him. After that, I had to make it clear to have a transparency in our relationship, and that yes, I have not committed the root cause. Now he suggests strongly advised me to carry out the root cause henceforth, and I am the testimony for his advice. My score shooted like anything. Within the span of not even a week, within the span of 2 or 3 days, what I was scoring 55 and 65, it crossed beyond 70 within a very short span. Thank you, Amir, again for your advice and forcing the decision on me.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing. Forcing a decision to keep on putting that was a really interesting thing. Okay, let's talk, Manish. We have set up that for everyone. Root cause is important thing. Understanding the concept is important thing. Let's talk about the exam. How did you manage that time? That was a big challenge, and we even discussed that last night. Like we made a special strategy for Manish. Like uh, to put this strategy in summary for everyone, I even said him, even if you leave last 10 question and the overall like 5 question, 15 question does not matter. Don't get panic because exam is a mixture of three parts. So Manish, please, how did
Okay.
you?
Amir, as discussed last night about the strategy for the test. So, for the initial 60 questions, I consumed 85 minutes
Okay,
because the pattern was something in different, it was comparatively to the rest two exams, it was a difficult one. So,
okay,
setting the pace for that one took me a little more time. So, for the first 60 minutes, I consumed 85. Then after that, I took a 10 minutes break. I followed your advice of just taking a mandatory break. And for the next, I finished within 55 because I I understood the strategy. If I don't follow the one what we had discussed, it's going to create a bottleneck. So
okay,
in the second 60 minutes question, I started questions from the back from the reverse order, like from 120 and backwards. So in that case, it took me the response time for appearing for the test for answering the questions was fast. And again, I took a 10 minutes break, and for that, I was able to complete the exam. I still had 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes for me to review, but still. So I was able to finish the question within the stipulated time, and the strategy what you advised me helped me a lot.
okay. So that's an interesting thing. So you were able to manage in that particular time. Let's walk us what was more in the exam.
Okay, Amir, especially I would say I did not receive any questions, numerical questions, neither any questions related to uh, EMV or on risk calculations. But yes, I'll say mm, more than 70, around 70% of the question was on agile mindset and hybrid.
Okay,
And I'll say nearly I had 30 to 40 questions on stakeholder and communication
okay,
linked. And people, again, the magnitude of the question was around like based on the decision making of the project manager versus the team, it was around again 40 to 45.
Okay, okay.
And I'll say around 70, 60 to 65% of the exam, or even 70%, I can say, was was a sentence. Like, it was more than, even the answers were having long sentences, and even the questions was very descriptive.
Ah, okay.
So that is what. And uh, and even there were a lot of jargons and sarcastic words used in the answers and questions, which was easy.
Sarcastic words.
Yes, which
Ah,
was easy for anyone to confuse.
okay, okay. That's an interesting concept. So we are getting more and more congratulations. People are very happy at your journey, Manish. So, guys, I actually cannot describe the day-to-day struggle this guy had. I was watching. I don't know which season was Undercover Billionaire. Grant Cardone was going from to like you needed to do something every day. He has to pull himself. Now it seems very easy when the thing is done, but when you have passed through that journey, every day this guy has to pull himself up. Sometime I did pull him, but every day he has to pull himself up, get all the things, because suddenly you are working at one of the high profile job. Like, I remember when we started, he used to stay at one place from Monday to Thursday, and then Friday he used to take a off from study. Why? He was traveling back to home for 2 3 hours. That was travel, and of course in the travel he was listening to the videos. But and suddenly the job was nowhere. So like other people in the COVID, this thing was very difficult for him, being at such high profile, and suddenly you cannot have that stakeholder engagement. I would put it that. And with all these things, he kept on working, and now he is what you can see, a certified professional. Manish, you are a lightning rod to many people. So you know that my mantra in the project is like each one teach one. You know that very well. So now many people will approach you, and they should approach you that how you did it. For example, if a student comes and like Mandir cleared, Raj cleared, they came, Mandir cleared like in 3 weeks, Raj cleared in the same time. But not everyone journeys can be that. So the most important thing is to keep moving forward. The most important thing is how to stay ahead and work on the positive way. Most important thing is to pull yourself and get up and do it. So that's important thing. So Manish, many people will reach you very soon. We are live at LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and my presence on social media. So more and more people will reach you. So anyone who reach you, just open it and hug them like a teddy bear. That's an
Yes,
important thing. That's an important thing. Okay, someone is asking, certain Manish, what job field are you involved in? So can you just put it?
I I am a aerospace engineer with a professional engineering license in Canada.
The Canada. So if Standard, you want to reach him, you can contact me at my number, and I can contact you guys if you have something for Manish. Of course, I would love that. Then this journey is something worth it to recording. Manish, your final advice to all PMP aspirants.
Just go and do it.
Just go and do it. Loved it, Manish. Loved it. Loved your passion right now. Guys, here you have Mr. Manish. Let me put it this way. If through all this situation, if this guy can if this guy can just get up and do it, and today while he was going for the exam, he sent me his message, sir, I'm going now, let's see what happened. There were songs playing backside, so that was a very interesting thing. And Manish, thank you very much for everything. It has been an honor for me, and best of luck for future endeavors.
Thank you, Amir. Thank you very much.